see what we've got coming up for these next days. Try to make this quick because we've been going on for over 2 hours. Yeah, let's just chart real fast on ES, and I'll do gold quickly. I'm going to try to hurry up here. See what we can come up with. Let's see here. Let's update our levels. Previous week value area high, and you guys saw how we got this level here from a daily. Now we're looking at the weekly, and the weekly value area high lines up with it. So now, see how we're adding? This is what I mean by I just kind of go fishing. I just kind of just see what it is that I can see, right? See what the market tells me. I don't really put an opinion on it. I just start to look at it, and you know, we got this level based off of something else, and now it just so happens that the previous week value area high also lines up with it, right? So now I've got two reasons there why that level is important, right? That's just what I do. I don't want the market to go up. I don't want it to go down. I don't care, right? I don't want anything from the market. The only thing I do is react to what it does. If you start to want things, that's when, you know, stuff goes bad. You can't want something too much because it usually doesn't happen. You kind of gotta let it just occur. You gotta work for it, but you gotta kind of let things happen. Here we got this 2-week balance, then third one dipped down, we reclaimed it. Okay, before I keep doing the weeklies, let me look at the monthlies. I'm going to extend this one down. This is the weekly one that we got in the daily. I'm going to go ahead and extend it down some. The problem with this one is if they lose this low, there's a high chance I would be waiting at least for the midpoint of this 65 to go long here. You got this ledge sitting here. Maybe we can include it. Yeah, and I would wait for at least the midpoint 64 to go long. 63.75, 62.75 if they lose this low here. Okay, that's something that we're looking at there. We are starting to extend higher here. Yeah, this is a good target here. I'm going to keep that. We basically got a balance here, guys, but it's so wide that I'm not really too interested in looking at it. It's extended too far down for me to want to look at. Pretty much. Let me see here. Yeah, it's basically showing me the same thing here. LVN here. Depending on what they do, if they were to open with the gap up above 680, to me that'd be bullish. I need to see. I need to update these daily levels here. POC. Did I don't think I even updated the monthly. So give me 1 second here. Period, 1 month. See. Yeah, we are framing up some. Direction performance is decent, not that great. It's got a lot of overlap here, and it's smaller. So that's something to pay attention to there. You obviously have a higher time frame buyer sitting here, and you've got this overlap here. So I'm gonna include this. How far away is this? 59, 51. I'm not too confident in this level. I'm more confident in this level down here. This is going to be a monthly, so let me change that to pink. Yeah, I'm more confident in this level down here. Okay, here we got a 2-day overlap. Yeah, I'm not confident in this. I'm going to go ahead and readjust this to here. I think they need to hold this. If they don't, and they build value below here, I think we will come and visit this guy again. So I'm just going to leave this here smaller. I'm not liking how this one's really close to it. Got a 2-day balance sitting here. Yeah, you got a lot of buying going on here, 95%. This is what I'd be interested in here, guys. Them holding this area here, a potential open above 77. Look for them to hold it, but really, for us to be free and clear of this move to the upside, this is kind of what I'm looking for here. Do blue because this is a daily. So basically, this is the smaller time frame area that they're starting to facilitate trade in between, and they need to hold this target here if they are to open up anywhere above 88. Oh yeah, and I remember seeing sellers there at 88 on footprints, so that is an important level, 88. They did not manage to break it. They kept coming to it. They came in here. They peaked above at 88, and look at how they kept defending it. I did see sellers at 88 when I glanced at footprints. So if they can manage to break above 88, I think they will auction higher, going up to here. Now, I know they're there, so if they lose this previous week value area high, I would be targeting, my first target would be 59. Second target would be down at 51. But 59 is going to be your safest target. If they lose this 67 to 66, they're probably going to come down to 59. This area here is where I would be looking to go long. This is the monthly level here. That's what I got for ES pretty much. Yeah, that's what I got. There's sellers sitting here, 88. We need to get above them and hold it. We should go and hit then here. 7,006. If they lose this level, again, I'm targeting 59. I might leave one or two runners targeting lower. This is where I would like to go long at, down here at 47 to 43. That's where I would like to take the market long at. Again, these are just levels. If we see some aggression here and they reclaim 59, they reclaim this type of area here, or if they peak below this area, failed to go lower, they find buyers, reclaim this. This to me is going to be a long 67, targeting 86, and second target would be 706. So we got to wait and see where we open up at on tomorrow afternoon. But we are bullish. We are making higher highs. If we lose this level here, guys, that would be pretty bearish. From a higher time frame perspective, 2-day balance here. Let me update these. Previous day POC, previous day value area high. Previous day value area.
What is happening on the computer's end whenever there's a trade day? Or a trend day, I mean.
What's happening on what?
Is that they're using to trade all the institutions and stuff, like. On that?
Well, they also have, they manage people's money, and they obviously go based off of news also, right? So, like these last couple of days, GDP came in at, I think, 4.3 or 4.7%, and they were only expecting, I think, 3%. And then you had a lot of economists, saying that Trump is, ruining the economy. So, they were saying that, the tariffs are doing horrible and the economy is doing horrible, which I do think the economy is not doing well. But apparently, the GDP numbers show otherwise, right? 4.3 compared to 3%, and some of them are expecting lower than 3%. So they beat by a lot, right? 1.3% doesn't sound like much, in layman's terms, but as far as like in economics, 1.3% is a big. A big amount. So they basically beat expectations by a lot. So again, once you get those types of crazy bullish type of catalyst moves, that's they just turn on, and they're gonna buy the market up, and that's what's been happening, right? I think that news came out. When did that news come out? Tuesday. When was it? GDP. Wednesday. Can't remember when the GDP.
Is it the 23rd?
Was it the 23rd? Yeah, GDP.
The most recent one, I think.
Yeah, GDP here, 4.6. So again, GDP growth. Here we go, 4.3. And the previous was 3.8, and the consensus it says here was 3.3, forecast 3.2. So it beat by a lot, right? And and so as soon as that happened, right, and that was on Tuesday here, right, it came out, and that's why you got this trend day here. Nothing but buying. Right, and then since they're buying, their algorithms are kicked in, right? They're buying here. This was previously resistance right around here. So as soon as they break that, right, they're gonna protect their position. That's what they're doing here. So the market is bullish right now, guys. We are looking to go long, right? We're looking for areas of support to take the market long. This is a higher time frame area of support. This is a lower time frame area of support. This is lower time frame resistance. We need to get above here because, again, I did see sellers sitting at 88, so we need to get above that to go an auction higher. right? If they can break this, especially taking out 94, if they can take out 94, come back into 88, this is a really good long targeting. This 7,006. Okay, that's what I got there for ES. Okay, let's look at gold. Man, gold is on a rocket too.
Was that since the 23rd?
No, gold has been on a rocket since the 18th. I think Alan asked me where I would look for them to hold support, and I told him here. I think it was this level, and they have been gone ever since. Yeah, it was here that I said they needed to hold this. Let's see now. Yeah, this is definitely an accumulation here. Look at how small how tight this area was here, you know. And these kind of go the same thing as an initial balance. When you get these levels that are congested like this or compressed, think of it like a small initial balance, right? Usually you can expect a pretty big move to come out of them, right? When you get a compressed profile like this, whether that be to the downside, right, to the upside, we don't know. We need them to, to initiate the move. In this case here, they clearly initiated higher. The only crappy part really is that they didn't really give any clear, clean pullbacks. They just kind of took off. So that's kind of a shitty part there. They didn't make it easy to find a good entry, re-entry anyways. And gold does that. Gold will just break something and they will just see you later. That's the way gold does it. That's why people make so much damn money on gold. They lose a lot of money too. A lot of people look at that, they look at gold and they're like, man, I'm going to trade gold because it pays so much. It's like, yeah, it does, but it also, if you're not responsible and you're not trading like you're supposed to, gold is going to blow your account very, very fast. Yeah, this directional performance is super strong. Right, you got value area low sitting down here. Look at this gap here. It's crazy gap up. Closing on the high too, guys. It's closing on the high. So that's bullish with the gap up. That is bullish.
Open it open.
Do what?
Oh, put it open.
Full port, yeah. Hold on. We're about to see. This level here is obviously important for gold. Right here. You got a pretty big ledge. Previous week POC, LVN sitting here. Previous week value area high sitting right here. This level here is really, really important for gold to hold. Yeah, this is bullish, guys. Let me update the monthly. I always say I'm going to get into trading gold more, but I never do. And just ES, I just kind of stick to it. It's mainly because I help out a lot of people trading ES, so it's with work and trading, it's hard for me to look at gold and ES. Why do I have this level here? Oh, this is a 2-week balance level. Oh, this is a 2-month balance level. Not a 2-week, 2-month. Give me 1 second here, let me see. 98. That didn't move any. Stay the same. Okay. What do we have? Previous week value area low sitting here. I'm gonna do this level here. Since this stayed the same, I want them to stay above it. Okay, and you've got your SR flip. This would be an SR flip level here on gold. So this is gonna be your higher time frame. I'm gonna do this one pink just so you know. Okay, why did that change color? Not the text. I want the thing to be pink. Okay, so pink are my higher time frame levels. White is the weekly, blue is the daily. This is a very, very important level here for gold. Obviously we're trading above that now, but if and when they come back to it, this is going to be a key level to pay attention to, guys, right here. Again, this is where your gap is. Is gold trading at all-time highs? It is, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gold is at all-time high.
We do some fibs too?
Yeah, fib, that's what I was about to look at right now. Not that. Shit. 4-hour target here. 4 hours. 4 hours fib extension target here. That's far away though. That's 100 points. So that's gonna be a higher time frame. Let me drop down to. Basically here at target 1. We got a more recent. Did I upload the did I update the monthlies? I don't think I did. I think I forgot to. Gold is kind of doing the same thing ES is. They've got some sellers sitting here. It looks like they've got to clean up or get above. And depending on where gold opens, if they open above here, the 67, I would look for this to be support. This would be my shorter time frame target. This is the 4-hour target here. Again, you've got a 2-day balance sitting here on gold, and this is a strong low here. Looking at this price action here. These are the 4 levels I've got for gold. Yeah, just don't lose. Yeah, just don't lose, and you'll be rich. Yeah, gold is definitely compressing here. If anybody watches Tory Trades, gold is doing this here. It's giving you this here too. So gold is getting ready to give us a move here. Again, to me, gold needs to hold this level here, and I do think that it's going to continue to go higher. If it loses this, level here, there's a high chance that gold is going to come down back to this previous day value area low, previous week value area high, and I would look for buyers to show up here. Right here. A long on gold for me would probably be I'd be looking long gold. Would be as close down here to previous week value area high as I could get. 533. Right around there. Maybe you could do 535. Stop here. 530. They should hold this. This is going to be your higher time frame support on gold. Okay, if they hold this gap, they're going to continue to push, guys. I'll tell you that much right here, this level. This is the highest time frame level here that I'd be looking for them to hold on gold. Yeah, 4.533. Yep, right around there. If they lose that, I would take another stab long at this. This 525-ish area. But in general, I'm looking for this area to hold on gold. Okay. Ideally, looking at this here, if they fall back into this balance, they're in a little bit of trouble here. Especially gold, I would start to lean bearish on gold if they lose previous week POC. Right. They would need to lose previous week POC and actually build some value here below this, close this gap. If it does so, then basically they're going to be falling back inside of this balance here, guys. They'll be back into this balance here. So if they lose that previous week POC, that's going to be bearish. All right, especially if they build value below it, close the gap. I would look for this to be an SR flip. I would look to short 525, 522. So basically, along at 33-ish, 35-ish, they should hold here. They should hold 25. Ideally, they hold 25 to 20. And they need to hold the gap, and they need to hold this. They need to hold above this 2-day balance here. right? You've got a gap. Losing that 2-day balance would start to look weak, in my opinion, and it would start to look like they're going to fill the gap. Although I would not be trading expecting that. I would let them obviously do it first, right? Like we've been discussing for the last 2 hours. They need to do it first, and then you just tag along with them. Up until now, I'll be looking for, really 33 to 25 to be support, and for them to continue to go higher from there. Right. There is some selling I can see here. Almighty probably has the footprints on gold. He can tell you guys where it is that the buyers are sitting at, but it looks to be buyers sitting somewhere around 72. Somewhere around there. Sellers are sitting somewhere around 72. So they've got to get above that and then make the support go higher. Right, you basically got a somewhat of a double distribution here. You got this guy here. That was ugly, but that's kind of what they got here. So, yeah, basically around 72. They've got to hold it. Right. If they can peak above 72, they're probably going to continue to go higher. Right. That's what I'm seeing. Any questions? But gold, the overall picture on gold is looking bullish, guys. They pretty much they closed near the highs. They're closing here above the gap. So okay, yes. Yeah, so it's split here, just to be expected. Weekly ledge sitting here. You do have excess getting above 990 as far as TPO goes would start to look more bullish. So really, if they can break above 990, again, if I can look at footprints, I'll be able to see. If I can look on footprints, I'll be able to see where buyers are sitting at. Sellers, or what, if anything, is sitting here at 990. And I'll do that tomorrow. And see if I see anything, I'll post it. But as of now, 990 seems to be an important level for them to get above, and then look for 86, 87 to become support for them to continue to go higher. All right. Let me see here for you SPY traders. 693 is about the target here. If they can get above, I would say this looks to be about like 91 and change. Like 691.34, right around there. They can get above that. And then hold 691, 690.50, right around there. They should hit 693. Alright guys, well that's it for me, unless anybody has any questions. I will check in with you guys on tomorrow. I'll be on Monday morning to see if we can catch some moves. Although it's been a little while since I've traded, I might be a little bit rusty. We'll see. Have a good night, everybody. See you guys on Monday.
Thank you for the recap.